Hype City Show, we are in the building. Before we get started, I need everybody to go check us out, hypecityshow.com. Got news, hip hop, and other good things on there. Also, check us out every Saturday, 99.7 The Heat Miami, powered by iHeartRadio. Hype City Show from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my boy, the 610 Problem. We are live from Loud House Studios, Mount Holly, New Jersey. I got my boy in the building right now. He just dropped a new EP.
For sure.
Think it's ringing out here in these streets. Let's give it up for my man, Jersey's own Poppy O. I really appreciate you taking time
Appreciate you, bro.
out of your
Nice to be here,
schedule.
bro.
Come and rocking with us, man. You know, how you been though?
Chilling, man. A little bit of life and
Right.
been happening in the processes, but I'm good. You know, I'm good, chilling.
Okay. Now, for the people that don't know who you are, let's bring it back a little bit.
Okay.
Let everybody know how long you've been doing this, you know, and some things you've been doing with this music.
I've been taking music serious probably now for like 10 years.
Right.
Right now I dropped a couple albums in the process. You got Trap Melodies, you got Trap Melodies 1, got Trap Melodies 2.
Right.
You got Trap Trails. You got Savage Slums, which is my first album, and I just recently released the EP.
Right.
Concentrated Thoughts.
Concentrated Thoughts. Now, Concentrated Thoughts, you got four records on this.
Four
project,
records,
right?
4 records, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So let's talk about the title, Concentrated Thoughts. What made you bring this title for this EP?
I just been like trapped in my own mind a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like between a lot of stuff going on, like my house burnt down recently.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I had to get a lot of all that back in order. So I've been stuck in my thoughts trying to like, you know, like, cause I was chasing music at a rapid pace.
Right.
That kind of slowed me down in my process. So like I took like 2 years off a little bit from that. I'm back rolling now, got everything processed and, you know, got the crib back.
Right.
But it kind of slowed me down. So like I was like trapped in my thoughts of like wanting to chase music, but I couldn't do that at the same time because like, you know, stuff been happening in my life.
Now you said your house burned down.
Yeah.
Now when that happened, that probably definitely made you take a drastic change on what you was doing because you probably was working on music and was like, oh, what's going on?
For sure.
You know what I mean? So when that happened, you know, how was things? How you was like, hold up, this music thing has to.
It kind of pushed me back a little bit because like I had to focus on like getting everything together like at home, but like I'm always, you know, I'm always in the music. I love music. That's like my passion.
Right.
So like I've been trapped in my thoughts trying to like think like, yo, I know I'm gonna put something out. You know what I mean? It's been a while. You know what I mean? I want to put something out. So I got with my producer Malcolm Eugene.
Okay.
He produced 2 records on a new EP, which is Carnival Rhythm Carnival.
Okay.
And the last track, Leaving Me. So I've been working with him, like just building a bond and a vibe, trying to grasp beats and come up with ideas. And we put a couple beats together. And
now, why only 4 records on this project?
I was gonna do an album, but I feel like since I've been gone for 2 years, right, I wanted to give him something quick and fast.
So like warm up?
A little warm up for something that's better that's coming in the future. You know what I mean? So like I kind of wanted to get back out there, get my feet wet, and touch the music scene again. But 4 tracks, EP, 10 minutes. I want to get the listener in there and out of there. You know what I mean? And have something that he can take with him while he's in the process listening.
Right.
So like Concentrated Thoughts is just me trapped in my thoughts. You know, life and real stuff going on at home. And a passion to still chase music while all that's happening at once. You know what I mean?
Right.
To keep it going, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, when making this EP, what was one of your favorite records off here making? Like, you know, one that you was in the studio that really touched you?
I would say Genesis.
Okay.
Genesis, the intro.
It's a tough record, too.
Yeah, I would say Genesis. That's like my favorite record on that EP. I say because, you know, I had the dreads.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I had like,
long time.
Yeah, so like I feel like I had cut the dreads. I was going through a drastic change in my life, you know what I mean? Aging, you know what I mean? So like
You got kids.
I got
getting
kids,
older.
you know, stuff like that been happening. So like in the process of that, I wanted to get back out there. You feel me? The new me. You feel me? That's why in the beginning of the record, I was like, you know, dear old me. You know what I mean? I'm switching up the recipe. You feel me? So like, pretty much people used to seeing me with the dreads and the videos and shit like that. So like, I'm bringing it back to the cut. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Get a refresh of a life and get back out there and do my thing again. You feel me?
This project, from all your other projects, this one is like really different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I was listening to it, I listened to it many of times, and you know, from me knowing you and knowing all your other, you know, music, I'm just like, this is different. Like, why this way now? Is it the growth? Is it like
I think it's the growth. To be honest with you, I think it's the growth. I wanted to give my listeners something to listen to. You know what I mean? Like when they put the record on, it's like, all right, man, like, you know what I mean? It's a vibe. I like it. You feel me? Put some pain in the records. You know what I mean? So like I worked hard on it. You know what I mean? I would per se like I worked hard on trying to come up with the ideas of the sound for the project.
Okay.
So like me and my producer right now, he locked up. Free my boy Malcolm Eugene. You feel me?
Free him.
But at the end of the day, me and him was working in the studio nonstop, just creating processing sounds and instruments and drums and going through all the kits to try to make this what it was, what you guys hear. And I wanted to give y'all like a high up tempo vibe, like a old school type feeling where like on Leaving Me, like you know how to Leaving Me in Rhythm Carnival.
Rhythm Carnival, right?
The sound is just like the beats are like similar to the sound, like the same. Okay. I wanted to give it like that skating ring feel, like where you can skate to it type, like, you know what I mean? Like it was just a vibe. I was coming different with it. You feel me?
Because it's 4 different sounds.
Yeah.
Each joint.
Each joint.
I mean, like it don't all sound the same. Like you know, so that's what I realized when I'm listening to it. I'm like 4 different sounds. Like, like a club joint. You got kind of like you're singing with the guitars.
Yeah, it's Leaving Me, Rhythm Carnival, Betrayal, and Genesis.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Betrayal. That's the one with the guitars.
That's the one, yeah. Shout out to Billy K.
I was gonna say that. I was like, when I was hearing the guitars, I was like, is this Billy K? Or maybe I'm tripping. I was like, I'm gonna wait to talk to you.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Billy K. He came through with the guitar.
Now, how that
process happened?
How that process happened with you know him being who he is.
Yeah, normally like in the studio sections, I always have him like do at least a piece on some of my records. So sometimes he'll jump behind an instrument or like an instrumental that my boy, you know what I mean, built from scratch, and like put his
throw some little twist on.
Throw his little jazz twist to it and do his thing. So this time I came to him, I was like, you know, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of rappers, they always like rap and they got the guitar guy on the other side like doing. I was like, you know what, I wanted to do that actually like on a record.
Right, not just like acapella.
Or acoustic, that's what it's called, acoustic. The record is kind of like acoustic. It's just him in the studio, in the booth with his guitar, and he recorded like he did that live. Like I gave him a beat to kind of go off of.
Okay.
And bro, he went in there and did that like in 10, 15 minutes.
Now, was this an idea that you had before you made this project, or this just like when you was making these records, you was like, you know what, this be dope if Billy K came in here and this guitar joint.
I actually was talking to my mans about it before it happened, kind of. Like I was like, I think it'd be dope if I was to like get Billy to get on the guitar and get on the electric guitar and just acapella, just do his thing, and then I go over top of it. That was always an idea. So I just like fulfilled it, you know, like
kind of
manifested. Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm with it.
Like me and him so close, we've been building for so long. Like, you know what I mean? He recorded a majority of my projects.
Yeah, you've been going.
Yeah, that's like my playground. That's like, you know what I mean? That's like my studio that I like lock in with.
Okay.
And he loves it when I come through. Me and him, we got a vibe. We always build together, so he don't mind. Like he wouldn't be on the, like I asked him like, yo, Billy, you want to jump on this? He like, me? Like, hey, I got you right now. Like anybody else probably he wouldn't do that with. You know what I mean? The relationship I got with him, he liked my music as well. You know what I mean? And he enjoyed like working with me. So it's a vibe every time I get with Billy. We cook up some heat for sure.
Now this project, what do you want people to take away from this project?
This project, I just want you to take away like it's good music. I'm producing good music. You know what I mean? Like something different, like how we did on the end of Rhythm Carnival, and they had like the chair at the end of like the party vibe at the end. I kind of got like all these guys to come in the studio and just like scream that joint out to have it. So like I wanted to like to be different from others, stand out from others. And when you take what you take from it is what you take from it, because it's like I'm speaking pain on the first record. It's like life changing, you know, for me.
Right.
So like I'm speaking my pain on Genesis, and on Betrayal, I'm speaking on friendships that I had that was betrayal.
Right.
You know, people that, you know, used to be close, used to be cool, and you know, one day you wake up and shit just different with certain individuals and stuff like that. No beef or nothing like that.
Life, man.
It's just life, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I feel like I've been going through a lot of betrayal and around 2025, 2024.
Right.
So them records came off of just, you know, pain and like the fire. So like all that into one got me in my bag to just create. So like I just wanted to be different on Genesis, and Betrayal is the Betrayal track. And then you got Leaving Me is like a chick, you know, like you like beefing with a chick and you.
Right. Now, real quick, the fire at your home, how did that happen? If you don't mind me asking, if you want to talk.
So it's like a complex, right? It was a complex. So it's like probably like 8 complexes. Some guy was on his balcony, and they got like fire. Like his mom or some stuff, like she got like oxygen tanks and stuff like that to breathe. So I think she takes some out and put them on her porch.
Balcony, right.
He was smoking a cigarette, fell asleep, and the cigarette kind of caught fire onto like leaves and stuff like that, and it just kind of blew them joints up.
And
it just spread it like crazy.
And your home burned all the way down.
Everything going.
Wow, that's crazy. That's really crazy, bro.
Yeah. So like everything we had, I had yearbooks, everything.
You and your family had to start over from scratch.
From scratch. Yeah, for sure.
Wow, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's really wild. Because, you know, to have all these things.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of memories too, like, and a lot of like
left there for a little bit.
Yeah. So you got things that you can't really replace no more. Like you can't go back and grab them things and stuff like that. A lot of my kids lost a lot of their stuff too as well. So like it was rough, you feel me, to go through that and like be the anchor man. Like, you know, I'm the man of the house, so I gotta take care of the household. So I had to go out there and, you know, get everything situated and get everybody back on the right path.
How was that feeling to you when that happened? Like, was you like
adrenaline? That was a little bit of adrenaline. Like it was shock, kind of. I was shocked watching it a little bit, kind of. And then as the crowd, it was on the news and everything. It went crazy. I was kind of like in shock watching it go down and stuff like that, and like trying to keep my girl and my kids like, you know, calm through the process because, you know, like. They never thought they would go through something like that. You'll never think anybody would go through something like that. You know what I mean? So it just happened out of nowhere type. Like around 6 o'clock in the afternoon, came home. I just went on the porch to smoke real quick. Bro, our little girl ran around the corner like, yo, the joint on fire. And it went up so fast, probably like in 10 minutes. But yeah, that changed a little. I mean, it changed me too as a person too. Like, you know what I mean? Cause like I kind of was just on a, like, to be honest with you, I was on a, like, just on the go, just living life, like, you know, I would say just in my own world. Like, you know what I mean? That brought me more like focus on things and to appreciate things more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You said, you know, I appreciate more things in life than this other little smaller stuff.
For sure.
You know,
but lucky, you know.
It's later at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You never know how it could go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we was blessed to make it out of there, you know. And, you know, out with our lives, so that all the materialistic stuff, you can get that back. You get that back. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man. Well, I'm glad you and your family is like really good and getting back to, you know, back to regular things.
Yeah, for sure.
You have a show coming up, or you're putting together a show?
Putting together a show. It's definitely, it's going to be popping on July 25th. We're going to be in Violin, New Jersey, the Tequila Bar. I'm getting 10 dope artists to pop out.
Dope, you gotta be dope. Don't come with that.
10 dope artists.
Let you know, don't come with that.
Yeah, don't come with that. You know what I mean? You know what we talking about. 10 dope artists to come out, you know what I mean, perform, get themselves a chance to go out there and, you know what I mean, touch some fans and network and get with some other artists and build relationships and, you know, and have a good time, you know, while you're doing it. It's gonna be a bar in the building. They got like a taco truck outside the venue.
Okay.
It's gonna
Sound like
be
a little situation.
situation. 7 o'clock, doors open. 8 o'clock, you know what I mean. The show starts. 1 o'clock is over. You feel me? Good vibes. There's gonna be vendors in the building, merch, a little bit of gas if you smoke. We in the Jersey area, so you know it's legal. So we gonna have, you know, it's gonna be some folks in the building. I'm gonna bring some people out. You know, we're gonna have a good time.
Definitely, man. What's next for Papio? Like, what we got coming up? Like, you dropped this on us.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some other shit in the back.
That's for sure.
It was no features on here, so I'm like, hold up, what's going
Yeah.
on? I know my man knows some people out here where he can get some records. So
for sure.
What we got, you know, coming up in the future?
I've definitely got like a 12 joint album coming out next. I ain't gonna disclose the name of it or nothing yet, because we just dropped the EP.
Right.
So like we gonna get y'all warmed up with that EP first, but we definitely be expecting a new album. Like sometimes, like I always drop like in the around Halloween, around there, around my son's birthday, mystery night type, around that area. You know what I mean? But another 12 joint album. This EP, we gonna be releasing videos for all the singles that you hear on there soon. So
Okay.
they're gonna be back out there. Shout out to Plum Creek. They gonna be shooting the joints up, and I got a couple other video guys that I'm gonna be working with this time to give y'all something different.
You've been working, and you know what? I just want to say real quick that since you started, you kind of stay working with the same kind of people. Like you do venture out and try other people, but you know when you need something really like that's like, yo, I need this really right.
Yeah, a lot of artists,
people a lot of people jump around and want to get because it's cheaper here, and you know. But when you build with somebody over years, then it starts to get cheaper.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they know how, you know, y'all just kind of know each other. You know how shit supposed to go now.
Yeah, like I've been dealing with Plum Creek. They shot a lot of my videos. That, you know, we was a success with a lot of videos that he done. We ran up a bunch of views, got a bunch of love off of it. People like what we do. So like I kind of like, and plus they my boys too. So like I keep them around in the mix. What I got going on when I'm ever to do anything. Like if I'm dropping an album or an EP, I'm at least give them like 2 videos off the project that like the work on. You know what I'm saying? But I got other video guys in the mix too as well that we gonna do different with this new EP with the videos. I'm trying to put like a movie type video.
Like a short film type.
A short film through the like
it's like the music is gonna go with the like
with
the video
with
type
the
deal.
yeah.
Okay, I get what you mean. That's dope. That's something different.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's what you gotta do. You gotta be different out here.
Yeah, for sure.
Be the
gotta stand out. You know what I mean? And hit them with the good music, because you gotta have that fire. Because if you ain't got the fire, they're not gonna check in.
Yeah, they definitely checking in. Now, I usually ask this hypothetical question, so I'm asking that you answer it the best way you possibly can. So you have this EP out, right?
Yes.
Concentrated Thoughts, right?
For sure.
Now, if you could perform one of these records for anybody dead or alive, which one would you do and why?
I perform probably Betrayal to Biggie.
Okay, why?
Because I felt like he was betrayed too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like he probably can relate to that record as well. And plus it's a slap, like with the guitar on the background is different. And if he was alive today, you know what I mean, he heard now like a lot of the new vibes and a lot of like the generations that came after him. The music has changed drastically in time. So I think he'll rock with it. Plus I fuck with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? So like that'll be the dead artist that I'll have to listen to the Betrayal record.
Okay.
I feel like.
Okay. Now before we get out of here, let everybody know where to get the EP, where to find it, to follow you, and any other things you want to tell them, so you know, can check you out.
You can check me out on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on all music platforms. You could type in Papio. You can find me on Instagram at POPPY_Ohsoo, OHSOO. You feel me? I'm on YouTube as well as Papio. You search Papio, I'm gonna pop up. Yeah, check me out. EP out right now. You go download it. You go listen to it free on YouTube. Concentrated Thoughts, 4 joints. 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Check in, tap in. It's only 10 minutes of your time. You feel me?
You can put this in and ride to work. If you about to drive to work.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your little theme.
For sure.
Right here. Definitely check him out. Jersey, we in the building. Papio, right here.
In the building, Poppy in the
EP is
building.
out now, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, wherever you get music at, go run that up. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother.
My
Keep
boy.
doing your thing. For Jersey Gliss, Poppy O, sit
Yeah.
behind the camera. You already know what it is, man. We out of here.
Camden.
Sick. Yeah, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.